Hi, how's it going? My name is Julian Ramirez. I'm here to do my analysis speech. Yeah, today, my purpose of my analysis speech is on gang violence and crime rates in Chicago and how they are, you know, on a going up and down basis of like how high it is and how low the amount of crime is in Chicago. But yeah, it's morally towards like gang violence, but just the crime aspect. Another reason why I'm doing this is because I've had experience with crime violence, gang violence actually. Um, when I was about 7 years old, I was at my grandfather's house and grandparents. They There was a drive-by shooting that happened, and my grandpa almost got hit by a bullet. My two little cousins almost got hit by a bullet. I almost got hit by a bullet. But yeah, it's just like it's always been in my head, gang violence, and it's like a big theme in my family. But I try to stay out of it, and yeah. But just going on to just jump right into it. The two sides of my points are the statistic side, and then the reason why and where it's happening and why it might be happening there. But let's jump in the statistics side. So in 2018, there was about 564 murders in Chicago. Um, that's a lot, but even though it's going down, the following year in 2019, it was 490. Um, Probably about like a 13% increase drop. Yes, I got that off the website. Um, but yes, there 490 murders is still a lot. It's just even though it's a big drop in percentage, 490 murders is still a lot of murders to be happening in a city, especially considering that we're top five dangerous city in the country. We're a pretty scary place to visit, and it's not gonna draw tourists here anytime soon either. But next, I would say is shootings. In 2018, 2,367 shootings happened, and just think about that. That's more than there are years that we know. Um, that's still a lot. And then the following year, in 2019, there was only like 2,130. So it's still 200 less, but still a lot that it still needs to start decreasing more and more and more. If we want to enjoy our city, we don't want to keep killing each other. And then the next we could talk about is the burglaries and the robberies and all that. Between the both, there's probably about 16-17% drop for both of them. Burglaries and robberies are still pretty huge crime in Chicago, with all the nice neighborhoods around like River Forest, Oak Park, downtown, there's a lot of nice, but there is also a lot of bad Chicago. So I guess it evens out, but still we don't want a lot of bad. And then just to wrap that up about the statistics is like for the past decade we've been decreasing, or actually for the past couple of years. Actually in 2019 we had our highest rate of murder and every other crime in over a decade. So ever since 2016 we've been decreasing, evenly and spread it out enough that we've been decreasing. But now in 2020 it's jumped, so let's hope it doesn't keep jumping. And then on to our next main point, which is a reasoning why we think these things might be happening in Chicago and where they happen and why they might be happening there for a reason. If you look at the website I have in my outline, Chicago Tribune, they mention that most neighborhoods or the dangerous neighborhoods are some like Austin, Inglewood, New City, these communities. And like a lot of these things that these communities have in common are that like they're not high income, they're pretty low income, not a lot of jobs, for many people to work. So, just think about it, like what else is there to do, So like many teenagers, they might turn to the streets, and then want to make money, start selling drugs. It's all theory, but like you look at it and like what do they have nice in the community that they can look forward to or try to do, or look forward to becoming, The website mentions that, like, there's a common theme of an antagonist of males that are between the ages 15 and 34, and their race is African American. Most of these communities are full of, like, a dominant race of African American, but it's still, like, it's crazy that they there are like so many crimes, but it's crazy if you look between the features of these communities and how, like, they all typically look the same. You can go through one community and then be like, oh, I'm in this one. You might not know, if you're not from around. So just the common features are, like, not very nice houses. The roads aren't that nice. Parks aren't being played at. There aren't people walking around on the streets. These are, like, it's like a dead neighborhood with people living in it. People don't want to go out. It's dangerous. You're scared. But it's understandable. Like, would you want to go out if you have a chance of putting your life at risk? But yeah, that's my reasoning on why I think it might be happening and why it might be happening there. The communities. You put in what you get. Or you get what you put in. I'm a really big believer on that. You're not gonna get a lot if you don't put no work into it. So that's what I think. The website kind of said the same thing. That, like, the communities, like, just look at the common features, and, like, then you can really realize why there's so much crime there. But yes. So basically, just to wrap it up, that, like, crime, you're gonna get what you put into it. You're not gonna get a lot of stuff when you don't put no work into it. Like, you're not gonna be the best at something if you don't put the work into it. So I'm a big believer on that. The statistic part is, we just gotta keep declining. We have a little jump, so hopefully it stops. But yeah, that's to wrap up my analysis speech. Thank you.